Robin Williams was a large part of many people's childhood, whether in the form of the genie in Aladdin, Peter Pan in Hook, or even as far back as Mork in the television show Mork and Mindy. Robin Williams was funny, charismatic, kind, and beloved by many. But there was much suffering in his life that many of his fans did not know about. When Robin Williams gained fame in the early 1980s, he became friends with John Belushi and began abusing substances such as alcohol and cocaine. He told People magazine in 1988, "Cocaine for me was a place to hide. Most people get hyper on coke, it slowed me down." He had been at the hotel with Belushi on an all-night cocaine binge the night he overdosed on a combination of heroin and cocaine. The tragic death of his friend led Williams on a path of depression. But there was also joy coming into his life. Williams was expecting the birth of his son, Zach. He wanted to be a good father, and the birth of his son encouraged him to quit drugs and alcohol. And he did, probably the hardest way possible, cold turkey. Robin Williams stayed clean for over a decade, but in 2006, he admitted on Good Morning America that he had began drinking again. He had been drinking so much that he felt it was necessary to check himself into rehab a few months earlier. When talking to Diane Sawyer, he said, "It waits. It lays in wait for a time when you think, it's fine, I'm okay. And then the next thing you know, it's not okay." Just a few weeks before his death, Robin Williams had checked himself into a 12-step program. He said that he had not relapsed, but the program was a precautionary measure. As if the shattered childhood image of a hero as a drugged-out drunk isn't enough to break your heart, our beloved Robin Williams was also suffering in his mind. He had been battling depression for many years, and soon after his death, it was assumed by many that his death was the result of depression from the onset of Parkinson's disease. Williams' wife said that his depression was only one of 50 symptoms that were affecting his life and that led to his suicide. Now we know that he was suffering from something much worse. Robin Williams had Lewy body dementia. Lewy bodies are a buildup of protein in the brain that cause them to not function properly and eventually to die. This results in fluctuating levels of alertness and attention, vivid hallucinations, and spontaneous motor movements such as in Parkinson's disease. These symptoms led to a Robin Williams who was paranoid, anxious, depressed, lethargic, and held feelings of no self-worth in the final days before his death. The death of Robin Williams left many people heartbroken. He brought so much joy and laughter into people's homes through his roles in movies and television. Maybe he did this to hide the pain that he was feeling on the inside. Whatever his reason was, we can only hope that he knew how much he was loved by his fans. I think the saddest people always try their hardest to make people happy because they know what it feels like to feel absolutely worthless, and they don't want anyone else to feel like that. Robin Williams.